So remember, a story came out about Amazon workers being so pressed in their environment, in the warehouses. Everything in their environment was timed. Their performance was measured. They're tracked across the floor. Some of the worst like working conditions in that way, right? And because they weren't unionized, no one could do anything about this. It was a whole thing.
Modern day sweatshop.
Yeah, basically. And like one of the worst things about the story was the drivers and the workers in the warehouse would talk about how their time was so, like it was like in a draconian way measured to the finest degree that they couldn't even risk going to the toilets. They couldn't go to the bathroom. So what they would do, would do is in the truck, in the warehouse, they would just pee into a bottle.
Exactly, yeah.
And then just carry on working. No one would leave. So yes, modern day sweatshop. And then the story like blew up and it was like the Amazon workers are peeing into the bottles. And then Amazon was like, man.
Did you cover it on the show?
Yeah, we did. We did. And we were just like, what the hell?
What did Amazon say?
Like the cost of, what does Amazon ever say? Do you know what I mean? Come on, what is these people? They've never come out and be like, "Yeah, we make them pee." I mean, you know how it is, bro.
That's the business.
No, but like really, I wish one day a company would do that. Be like, yeah, and then what? We made them pee in bottles.
You get your package?
Yeah, you get your package. Man, shut the... no, but they don't.
Don't dust it for fingerprints.
Yeah. But they didn't. They basically, and they were like, oh, we're looking into this, but it's not what this is fabricated, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, so that was the story.
Yeah.
I now hand over to my favorite scam artist in the world.
So I did I did this film, an hour-long special about Amazon a few years ago, 2 years ago. And one of the things I did is I went and worked in one of the warehouses, which is near where I grew up in Feckenham. There's one in.
So you got the job?
I got a job. I worked there undercover and I had a camera on.
But how? You see, I need you to explain these things.
He's white.
This is...
Can you stop with the how already? You ever had blue eyes and blonde hair?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. Yeah. It's true.
This is a world that you and I will never understand.
Because can I tell you what's funny about Uber's stories is, in Uber's stories, he gets a job as part of a scam. He's like, then there's someone else like, I just want the job. How did you get the job?
Uber is the reason why. Uber is the reason why Idris Elba will never be James Bond. Can never just work anywhere. Have to be white. Oh God. The CV has to go. Are you white? Yes.
Oh God.
Okay, then.
But you see, you know what I like, Uber? You're using your privilege, my friend. Because these experiments, we can't be. Eugene and I can't be messing around now.
No.
We would go to an Amazon factory. We'd be like, I'm undercover. And then 15 years later, we'd still be there packing.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what happened, Eugene? What happened, Trevor? I work here, man. You'd be like, you can leave. You came on it was a scam. Yeah. No, man, Jeff's not going to be happy if we don't get these packages. Hold on. But you can sell Amazon workers' urine on Amazon. Yeah.
And prove that it exists.
Yeah, but and it makes such a...
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like
it's trying to what it's trying to do is it's sort of trying to figure out like it's essentially like that same thing of like what is a symbol or often in like in the world, like the stuff that catches on and the stuff that actually starts changing people's minds or something is like just a really simple symbol.
Yes.
Yeah. Like something. Yeah. I remember when this is an example you guys won't know probably.
Why? Because we're black. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had.
And you were waiting.
I was waiting.
You had that in the chamber. You were like, oh yeah. You're like, oh yeah.
There we go.
I got you, little Uber boy. I got you. Any move.
Yeah.
You know what you were
Next
waiting.
thing he says.
Next thing he said is because I'm black.
You could have said anything.
Anything. You could have said that. And if Eugene was ready with it.
Ready with the table.
Yeah, Eugene was ready for you.
The blaster.
Eugene was ready
Han
for
Solo.
you, my friend. Oh, man. I've had a great time with you guys because I'm black. Oh, man. I didn't think I was going to say that. Oh, man.
I surprise myself sometimes.
No, there was a politician when we anyway, whatever. He was a Labour politician. He was a guy called Ed Miliband.
I remember Ed Miliband.
Yeah. His whole thing, he looked like he was going to become the prime minister. This was like, after 5 years of like bad Conservatives and Lib Dems. And he ate a bacon sandwich badly. And then it was like, it was all done.
It was done.
It was done. And it was almost like that encapsulated, he was this out of touch, whatever. And it was like, the Sun that printed it, which is a, like, rag that Rupert Murdoch is runs.
One of those conservative tabloid,
Yeah. And he printed like a picture of him eating a pancake, struggling with a bacon sandwich, and it was kind of over. It was bizarre. I remember that was stuck in my head. It was like, there's a million examples of that here. You probably sit and think of one.
There was one where
Mini Mike was one that Trump did to Bloomberg that just killed it.
Yeah, that one destroyed it.
Yeah.
But there's also one where who ate pizza with a knife and fork in New York? They were running for president. Was it Mitt Romney? Maybe it was. I don't know.
It was over just like that.
Pizza. Have you ever seen the ad? But this is a completely off topic. Have you ever seen the advert where Trump eats the pizza backwards? It's insane.
Can I tell you, that's why I think Trump doesn't eat anything in public anymore.
But he eats it backwards.
I'm going to go look at this now because
Insane. It's a Pizza Hut advert.
You can do it now.
I actually didn't think of that. Thank you.
We're not the BBC here.
I actually need to see this.
Freewheeling.
I need to see this.
It's very bizarre.
You know what sucks though is like now in like a few years, all of these things will become boring because people are like, oh, that's probably AI.
Images are,
yes,
you're right.
We're losing that now.
Yeah. Should I
backwards?
Should I carry on with piss?
Yeah, tell us tell us how you sold urine.
What a nice segue.
while he pulls it up.
Yeah. Tell because he knows the story.
I'll help your appetite.
Yes.
While I prepare the pizza.
While the backwards pizza is in the oven, I'll prepare you an aperitif. Yeah.
I love that word.
Yeah.
Aperitif.
Yeah.
It sounds better than palate cleanser.
Yeah, there it is.
Palate cleanser sounds like mouthwash.
I hope I haven't got this wrong.
There it is. Wow. This is crazy.
It's an interesting image.
Yeah, look at that.
He survived it. It almost helped him. Yeah.
Oh. That's what he says before he eats pizza. I love pizza so much. Give me my slice.
It's funny, mate. Is that how they do it in Queens? I mean,
this is a person who's probably never eaten pizza or like just lived in another world. And he's like, yeah, regular people do it. Like, is this how you do it? I do it all the time.
You end with the finger. It's bizarre. So basically I went and worked at this warehouse. I got a job there. Didn't keep the job. I worked there for a few days because it was the closest warehouse outside of the one in Staten Island to unionizing. We went and worked there. We'd heard all this stuff. And now I was working with like Channel 4, which is like the BBC, public service broadcaster, is like 6 months of legal work to get in there with a camera. It's not, I can't just like start writing reviews. Now I'm working in TV. It's different. So we had to prove wrongdoing. We had suspicion of wrongdoing. We went in there eventually. It was crazy. It was like this dystopian, like you have airport style security scanners. You have to go when you come off the warehouse floor. And I worked back in Studley near Feckenham. I worked in a car factory. It was nothing like that. There's a level of respect that you have in it when you're working in a warehouse. Even in at Amazon, it was
privacy.
Yeah, it's just like they scan you like you're like I don't know, going through TSA or whatever every time you come off the warehouse floor, and they monitor you. So you have this score that this is what happens. They everybody you have this thing that's connected to your account, and the more you scan and the slower you scan, the worse your score is basically. What else was there? Oh, there was another worker who actually went public after this, but didn't want to go public in the film. Who left, it was a couple of weeks before I got there, before I started working there, had a heart attack on the warehouse floor, and then had to leave in an ambulance to the hospital, and then got a formal warning for leaving work early. Yeah, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. And yes, it's this sort of dystopian thing. I got caught on the third day. Someone recognized me for my other work and pulled me to one side, and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And I got pulled off there. And it was interesting. And then basically I wanted to do something about their workers. I wanted to come up with a stunt that would cut through and would have a level of impact. So I was hanging out outside a lot of the fulfillment centers and noticed there were bottles of piss everywhere outside of the fulfillment centers. It was initially I spotted them in Glendale. Just the closest one in LA.
In California.
Yeah, just in LA. And then I did it in London, the one in Queens. Every single one I've been to, and I probably still exactly the same, there's bottles of piss outside all over the world. And I spoke to drivers, and they told me that this was them. And the reason why it worked that way, I stopped someone else, and she was a dispatch manager who manages the drivers. And she said, the way it works is if you have 10 if they catch you, you come back into the after your shift with a bottle of piss in your car, then you get a point against your name.
No, man.
And if you get 10 points, you're in trouble. So what they do is, as they're driving back in, they chuck it out the window because they think, oh, okay, right, I need to get rid of it or I'm going to get in trouble. So what I did was sort of like, I collected a load of the bottles of urine, repackaged them as like one of those kind of new influencer energy drinks called Release Energy, and then I actually
release infection. Bladder. Okay,
so I no. Then I put it on. So yeah, we as another thing as well was we spoke to female drivers who got UTIs from holding it in as well. Like so, guys with pissing bottles, they would get UTIs, and then listed it on Amazon as a drink. Said what it was on the label. Didn't hide what it was. It was like, this is bottles of urine collected from Amazon drivers. And then I made that in the same way that I kind of did the restaurant, because I knew it would be a story if it worked. Again, I didn't know it would work. I thought it would be flagged because it said urea on it everywhere. It was listed as a drink, as an energy drink. And I made it a #1 drink on Amazon. So it was literally a #1 drink on Amazon on the platform. It became this big story, came out and massively viral again, was covered everywhere. But what it meant is that people were talking about this story, that if it was earnestly reported,
that
basically exactly what the model that you guys had at the show was, how do you make people talk about this thing? How are you going to break the spell of, like, because Amazon's the way they run their user experience as a customer is amazing.
Yeah, it's flawless.
So it's like, how do you break the spell a little bit? And I never once in the film said, delete your Amazon or whatever. No. It's like, no, let's just like make people think about this thing. But it ended up being like it was crazy. And, you know, it ended up going viral, that stunt, when it came out. And it was basically exactly what I wanted it to do.